Hello.
You have brought your ex-wife to court and requested a paternity test to prove that you are indeed the biological father of her baby. Is it Yazeline?
Yazeline.
Yazeline. Beautiful. Who was born during your marriage. You state you are the only father she has known, from cutting the cord in the hospital to signing her birth certificate, and are shocked and dismayed that your wife is now disputing that she is yours.
Yes.
Ms. Navarez, you admit to cheating on your husband, and in your statement to the court argue that there is no way the child is his.
Not at all, Your Honor.
Oh,
You claim that even though you told Mr. Hicks he was the father, you now believe your child was fathered by your lover,
No, she is
Mr.
not.
Osorio, who is here in court today.
Yep.
All right, now, Mr. Hicks, please tell the court how you were deceived.
How I was deceived is that she said that the baby was mine. I believe that the baby is mine because the baby was made while we were married. And you try to say that the baby isn't ours, I don't believe that, you know?
You need to believe because
It's
she's not
good.
yours.
No, don't start.
She looks
Don't
nothing
even
like
start.
you. Nothing
because
at all.
Look at the baby.
Look at her. She's white. She looks like me. She looks nothing like you. You're
say
hearing
she looks
stories.
nothing
It's
like me?
irrelevant, the stories
She
that
says
you're
she looks
hearing.
nothing like me. She looks
nothing like you.
How you gonna say that?
She doesn't have to look like me. She's mine. I had her. She looks like her dad.
Is she's light. That's it.
Shouldn't her dad be your husband if you're in a marriage?
No, Your
Well,
Honor. Because I
Your
told
Honor,
him I
she's-
cheated on him.
She kicked me out, Your Honor.
I sure did.
She kicked me
you
out
out
of my house.
2 months after the baby was born. Right after the
And
baby
now
was
you want to
born.
come when she's
And
2
then
years old and say that
she
she's
said-
yours?
Let me
she said-
ask you this. When she told you she was pregnant, what did she tell you?
When she told me that she was pregnant, she said that the baby was yours because when she got pregnant, it was on Valentine's Day. We were having sex consecutively in our 2-bedroom apartment. So you talking about it didn't happen, but yet on Valentine's Day, you saying that you didn't sleep with me, but yes, you did. We were
Okay,
doing
and
it
there was a
all in the
6-week
shower
period
all the
after
time.
that.
Keep it real. If you gonna tell the truth, tell it all the way.
And there was a
If you gonna
6-week
tell the
period
truth,
after that.
tell it
That
all
was the
way.
last time, was that not? And
No,
then
not
Danny
at
came in
all.
the picture. Yes, it was.
Not at all.
Because after that, I started living with
You
my
didn't
mom.
even meet Danny until 2 months.
When?
What is it, December?
Oh, and you know
December?
that how?
Sweetheart, if you don't
not
remember,
your sweetheart at
if Danny was your man at that time, why did you get married with me in November?
Because
did
he
you or
got
did you not
locked
get
up
married
and
to
I
me?
had no way to contact
Wait,
him.
okay,
Well, hold on.
wait.
Is that
wait,
right?
wait,
Therefore, I
Is
lost
that
in
right?
contact with him.
You're
Wow.
saying that when you married Mr. Hicks,
I was pregnant, Your Honor.
you knew or you didn't know that that was not his
I
baby?
knew the baby's not his.
And
I lost in
wow.
contact with Daniel.
She lost
So
the
I
contact.
stayed
I want to
there.
hear who proposed to whom
I proposed to him, Your Honor, because he couldn't man up and do it
Exactly.
himself.
When she-
while you were pregnant
While I was pregnant,
Your Honor.
with a baby that you knew was another man.
A whore.
You can call it what you want to
Ms.
call
Hicks,
it.
have a seat. Have a seat. We're not hearing from you yet. So you just flat out manipulated the man.
Call it what you want to call it.
I'm calling it what it is. Because you didn't say to him, hey, hon, I'm actually pregnant with Mr. Osorio's baby, but, you know, I feel like I want to marry you. You didn't say that, did you?
No.
You told him this is your baby. And you proposed to him. Right?
Yeah.
The baby's name is Yazeline Savannah Janae Hicks, not Osorio.
Hicks.
I want the baby to be mine because I believe that it's her word versus
The baby
facts.
looks nothing
You know what I'm
like
saying?
him, Your Honor. Nothing like
but
him,
the
Your
baby
Honor.
looks like me as when they were young. You let somebody
Nothing.
that try to say that it's not mine, that was obviously cheating and lying from the beginning. What makes you tell the truth now? Huh? I mean, like you saying
Because
that the
that's
baby
my
is
baby.
mine.
Why would I lie about her?
Because the baby looked like me when she was a baby.
No, she doesn't.
Look at the nose.
Look at the
Look at the
nose.
nose. Look at the
She
curly
looks like
hair.
her dad.
The only thing
You-
that's the resemblance is she is light-skinned. That is it. And there's
Okay, so
always,
what happens
there's
when it comes
always-
out that you're not the daddy? You're going to look stupid as hell.
No, you're gonna look like a whore.
No.
That's what you're
All
gonna look
right.
like.
All right.
And plus, I heard
Exactly what
rumors
it's gonna look
about
like.
her.
What
you know?
rumors did you hear?
I heard that when I would go, to work on the weekends, that she would be sneaking people in my house.
Was there anything she was hiding from you when she met you?
No, ma'am.
So
No.
everything about
you know
her
what?
life
She told me she didn't have no sexual contact with him. She wasn't living with him. Even her mom told me she wasn't living with him.
She was
You know what
lying.
I'm saying?
So when you met Ms. Navarez, you knew she was a married woman, but she just was not living with her husband. That's what you heard.
That's what she
That's
told
what you
me.
were told.
Yeah.
you believe you are the father.
I am the father. Because father's not the only one that has them and leaves them. Father's the one that spends time with them, quality time, and be there for them, tell them what's right and what's wrong.
Have you been there?
I've been there. I've been there.
Too much, Your Honor.
I got something to
I've
say.
been
He
there.
didn't want nothing to do with her. He said out his own mouth the baby wasn't his.
You and Ms. Navarez have a child together. Regardless of what happens with baby Yazelin, you have one child together.
Yes, we do.
And Mr. Osorio is in her life. So what I'm expressing to you, that regardless of this result that we're going to find out, you have to find a way to communicate better, both of you, with
just
one
talking about the
another.
kids.
And whether or not you like Mr. Osorio or if Mr. Osorio likes you,
That
you
has
all
nothing
gotta
to do with
grow
it.
up
Like neither one
and
of them.
just get through it for the kids.
Has nothing to do with it.
For the kids.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be good for the kids. Got
Oh,
to.
that's what
So
you
let's
have
just
to
get
be.
to the test and see.
So I'm ready for results. I've heard enough. What I think is so fascinating, Mr. Hicks, is that because this child was born during your marriage, you are presumed to be the father. You are the legal father of this child. You signed the birth certificate. You were there for the birth. Most men would come into court trying to rebut that presumption, but you've come into this court because you want it validated. And that's what makes these results even more important. It has been determined by this court, Mr. Hicks, you are not
Thank
her
you.
father.
You should have just signed your name and you would have looked stupid. Did
You
I
was
not
cheating
tell you
and got
sign your
caught
rights
just now,
over?
even more right now. I hope you know you just busted your own bubble. It's all good.
Whatever, okay.
I must say to you that you cannot forget that the only reason this man ever thought and bonded with this baby
He's never bonded with her.
was because he obviously did. When you cut a cord on a child as they are entering this world,
A minute?
maybe you don't know anything
minute
about it,
means
but
nothing.
obviously he did,
A
or he
minute
wouldn't be
means
standing
nothing.
here today. My point is this is all you're doing. So what I'm saying to you is, if he expresses frustration or if he's absolutely devastated that he wanted this child to be his, he thought it was, and now it isn't, as a woman, at least say, Robert, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? For him playing video
Sorry
games?
for what? For being a liar, for being a manipulator, for lying on your unborn child when you knew he wasn't the father, for parading around and acting like you wanted to be in a marriage with this man when all the while you were looking for a substitution for the one you couldn't be with. And I will drop a dime to you and you can pick it up if you want.
I don't need to pick no chump change.
Better be careful,
I need to pick up my chump
because
change.
at some point there may be a time when she might be doing the same thing to you.
You know what? There's a difference, man.
No. I'm not taking testimony. I'm giving a ruling. Now,
This might not even be his.
we have more results.
Snap.
Mr. Osorio, please stand up at the podium for me. Thank you.
We'll find out right now. Right now.
Mr. Osorio, you also agreed and submitted to a DNA test. You are her father. Take the silence in the courtroom right now. Just take it in, and there is a lesson in this moment. You believe this baby was yours. You stated that to this court. And she is. But you also know that she has a brother, and Mr. Hicks is his father. Robert and Yazelin is brother and sister. You can't take it from them. The only thing you can take from them is their peace of mind growing up if you all continue to behave this way. Court is adjourned. Take care, everyone. Ms. Currington, you claim during a torrid older-younger love affair, the defendant fathered your 5-month-old daughter, Keora. Once today's results prove he is the father, you want him to stop denying and take full responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kim Larson, You and your daughter say that the plaintiff may be young, but is a known playgirl and claims you are the father only for financial gain. You are positive today's results will prove you are not the biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Honor.
So, Ms. Currington, how upset does it make you feel that Mr. Kim Larson denies your daughter?
It makes me feel pissed off. Because we planned this baby.
You planned the baby.
Yes, we did.
What was said?
He wanted to have a baby by me. And that was that. And we kept trying and trying and trying.
And now that the baby's here, he denies the baby.
Yes, because I'm in another relationship.
Oh. Mr. Kim Larson, you deny this baby. You say this baby's not yours.
Yes, Honor. I can explain that to you. She's a player. She's unpredictable. She played a game with my emotion. She plotted.
Oh, you say she plotted.
Yes.
So you think she did all of this on purpose?
Yes.
Did you plan to have a baby together? Were you trying to have a baby?
No, Honor.
You were not.
No.
Were you using protection?
No.
Then you were planning to have a baby.
Your Honor.
No, you told.
Can I say something? He
Wait,
don't
hold on,
believe in
wait.
condoms.
What'd you say?
He said he don't believe in condoms.
So,
But you told me you was on birth control.
oh.
Yes. So.
And so you had your hand up, Miss Larson.
Yes.
You are his daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what is your understanding of this?
So I know these types of women. They prey on men like this, like kind-hearted, very openly, and she took advantage of my dad. We don't even know if it's, if that's my dad's baby because she be messing around in the streets. So how are we supposed to know for sure if that's my dad's baby or not? So that's why we here.
So, Miss Currington, how did you even meet and start a relationship with a man that's almost 25 years older than you?
I met Ian at the hotel. He came in, he approached me and asked me if I seen his girlfriend at that time. And I said no, but I would help you look for her. So we walked in the hallways and knocked on bam on every door. Okay.
What made you want to help him look for his girlfriend?
Because I was being nice at the time.
You were being nice.
Promiscuous.
So wait,
No,
a
Honor.
man.
No, Honor. She took an opportunity. She thought I was Asian.
First
She thought I had a money. She thought I had money. She took advantage of me. So.
He exposed his income. He did all it. I take care of you and your son.
Oh.
So he told me he had 2 cars,
So
that I could drive one.
Oh, he was giving an arrangement out. He was giving out benefits.
Yes.
And you was taking them.
Yes, because he said he liked black women.
Oh, and so you had thought you found yourself a nice little sugar daddy, little older man that was gonna do for you and your son.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to follow along, see how far she go with this.
Oh, you're saying you actually started to really fall in love, like thought you were having a real relationship.
Yeah, we got connected. I met her at the hotel. She approached me, and we just clicked. We developed a relationship, and
You approached me about your girlfriend at that time.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Honor. But anyway.
You forgot that girlfriend already?
Honor, sorry, Honor, but something about her, I was attracted to her. I thought I trusted her. What do you mean? But anyway, Honor.
I said
Honor,
I want the
Honor,
truth.
we met her at the hotel.
But Miss Currington, just give me like the rated G, PG truth.
She was nice looking.
Well, within 2 weeks, she moved in. She moved at my place.
Within 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Because we
I moved
bonded.
in his place 2 days later and drove his car after I met him at the hotel. He had me drive his car to his house.
Oh, so the cute car you saw him pull up in, he was letting you drive it?
Yes.
And she took advantage.
Yeah,
okay?
she took advantage.
He let me. He was giving it to me like that.
She had her cousins up in there, her whatever extra boyfriend she had at the time.
Also, my neighbor been calling me saying that she had multiple guys in my house. Whoever, I don't know what to believe.
Did you have other men at the house, Miss Currington?
Yes, I did, but they was my cousins.
They were your cousins?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this were family members?
Yes.
And they were up in Mr. Larson's house?
Yes.
Without my knowledge, Your Honor.
Without your knowledge?
Yeah.
So at some point you find out you're pregnant?
Yes. I moved to Indiana.
So wait, you
Like-
break up?
Yeah, we broke up. I moved to Indiana. I was there for like a week. And
Why'd
then-
you break up? I thought this was going well.
Because we broke up because she had multiple guys. I don't trust her. She's naive and
he
I
got
can't trust her.
himself-
Excuse me, girl. Okay.
'Cause
She's naive. I don't trust her.
But did she just leave Mr. Kim Larson, or did you just kick her out because she had more and multiple men in the apartment?
we all left because he got evicted.
Miss Currington, were you having a relationship with anybody else at that time when you left?
No, I just had a one-night stand.
She lied. Last time I checked, she was dating some old man. I don't know. He
And I
looked
still
40
am.
to 50.
And I
You
am
know,
still
years
in.
old.
But
like-
your
I
dad is
feel it.
40 to 50.
Yeah, but he older. I think.
And he's not mature either. I'm more mature than
60.
him.
What do you mean?
You call that mature?
So hold on. Miss Currington, you say there was a one-night stand
With one other man.
with one other man. And this man happened right after you moved out of the house
And
after
went
you
to
got
Indiana.
evicted?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what?
When I went to Indiana,
When you went to Indiana?
Yes.
How soon after that did you find out you were pregnant?
I found out I was pregnant when I moved back, when Ann sent me money to come back. And this is his exact words. Oh, I'm gonna send you the money to come back so we could be a happy family and this and that. And
But wait, at this point, did he know you had had the one-night stand with somebody else?
yeah, he knew.
So at the birth, you let him cut the umbilical cord.
Yes, I did.
Did you also allow him to sign the birth certificate? Did you want to sign the birth certificate?
Yes, because
He didn't want to.
No, Honor,
He
I
didn't want
was
to.
right
He started cussing me out because I was on the phone with the person I'm with now.
No, Honor, I
And
was
he
at the
got kicked
hospital.
out the hospital. The security guards kicked him out and had to move me to another room because why you on the phone with him and this is our time and this and that.
You
So
got
he
kicked
didn't-
out the hospital, Mr.
No,
Larson?
Yes, he did.
What half true is true, but I was there, so she told me to leave. So I got upset. I slammed the door. She said she's gonna call the security because I was acting
Rude,
rude.
out of control.
Yeah.
And so you didn't ever sign the birth certificate.
No.
So since the baby's been born, do you have a relationship with Keora, Mr. Kim Larson?
No, because he don't want to be around a person I'm with now. He figured he should take care of her instead of him.
Well, are you taking care of her?
I still doubtful, but I still send her money to help her out.
You do.
Yes.
No, he do not.
In the case of Currington versus Kim Larson, when it comes to 5-month-old Keora Currington, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Kim Larson, you are the father.
Dad. No. You already knew that.
That makes you emotional to hear, Mr. Kim Larson?
Yes, Honor.
And why is that?
I don't know how to explain.
You're happy that she's your little girl, or you're just happy you know the truth? What are you feeling?
I know the truth, Honor.
What is it you feel when you look at her?
I want to hold her. I want to see her every day.
Those are emotions that dads feel. I want to hold her. I want to see her every day. Ms. Luttrell, you filed your case because you say after a lifetime of confusion of not knowing who your biological father is and receiving no help from your mother, you are now hopeful because you believe you have finally found your dad. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Melody Luttrell, you say you are regretful that you cannot help your daughter in her search for her father, but hope that search ends today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will present your case to this court, and we will determine if there is enough viable evidence to grant a DNA test. So, Ms. Luttrell, why do you need this DNA test?
I'm pleading with you, Your Honor, for this DNA test because I basically was robbed of a relationship with my father my whole life for 29 years.
And Ms. Luttrell, you believe you finally found your biological father?
Yes, I believe that I found him because I did a DNA test through Ancestry.com.
And you have never met him?
No, I've never met him in person, face to face.
All right. Are you ready to see him for the first time?
Yes, I'm really excited. I really would like to see him.
Jerome, will you please escort Mr. Leaks into the courtroom?
Hello, Mr. Leaks. I'm gonna have you go up here on the left-hand side there.
Hello, Mr. Leaks.
Hello, Judge.
Thank you for joining us. I saw you all connect through a gaze.
Yes.
How does it feel to finally meet and see the woman who believes she's your daughter?
It feels good. It's good to see her.
You say there are 3 possible fathers, one of which was a co-worker.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the co-worker?
Yes, we dated and we got familiar with each other, and then it ended up in intimacy.
Did you ever tell that person you were pregnant?
I didn't know how to contact them, and I had moved as well.
All right. You also say that there was a classmate. Can you tell me about your relationship with the classmate?
We got to know each other in class and then went out, and it had ended up also in intimacy.
When you found out you were pregnant, did you reach out to that person? Did you know how to reach him?
It was the same. It was the same as the other man, that I didn't really know how to contact him.
You were having sex with all these men and you didn't even get their phone number or know their full name or where they're from?
Well, they were like short relationships, so I didn't know really where they were.
But were they
Like that.
relationships? You don't know their names or their phone numbers. What happened with Mr. Leaks?
Oh, it was a party that had occurred in my neighborhood, and I got to know somebody, I don't know if it's him, but somebody that could be her father at that party.
Do you know this man?
I don't know him. I don't know him. When she brought him up, I just said, well, he looks familiar.
So, Ms. Luttrell, what did your mother tell you about Mr. Leaks?
My mom told me that she was with an African American.
And so how did you connect with him? Through his family?
Through Ancestry.com. I directly messaged a family member who was my cousin, he was my cousin. And then his wife actually was the one who made his profile. So I was talking directly mostly with his wife. And then I also talked to him as well. And they came to the conclusion that possibly Leaks could be my father in the family.
So, Mr. Leaks, you are 15 years younger than Ms. Luttrell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this party and this one-night stand?
No, I'm just looking at it right now thinking, okay, it's nice to meet you, but, very nice to meet you. No, I was not at that party.
Were you ever at a party having sex with an older woman?
No. If I'm having a child or anything like that, if I even know there's a chance I'll have a child, I'm sticking around. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, Ms. Luttrell has testified that this seemed like a one-night stand and then she didn't let anybody know.
No, I don't do that. That's not my get down.
So, Ms. Luttrell submitted a younger photo of herself. Does that look more familiar to you?
No. I will say this, if I could just share this with you.
Yes.
Can you hand it?
What is this evidence, sir?
This is a picture of her right next to my mom. They're side by side on here.
Okay, let me see that.
And they look so much alike. She's related to us somehow, some way.
So this is a picture of Ms. Luttrell.
And my mom.
and your mom, and you believe they look so similar that somehow she's related to your family.
Somehow.
When I contacted his family members, they told me that, he had he had a wild history before, so maybe he was partying, and that's why they really thought it's a possibility that he was my father.
So when you connected with his family, they basically said he had some wild years and that it wasn't inconceivable that he could be your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor, that's why today I'm begging you, I'm pleading for this DNA test, because we have a really strong connection as well over the phone. I've felt like his daughter just talking with him, and as well as the other similarities with me being, a musician. He told me that his mother was a singer. So I really, truly believe that this is a big possibility that he's my father. So I'm pleading you for this DNA test, please.
This case is very interesting. What strikes me is that when you walked into the courtroom, Mr. Leeks, you were satisfied with the possibility that she could potentially be your daughter, which says to me that at some point, 29, 30 years ago, you were having some sex with somebody. Mm-hmm. And then there are family members of yours saying that it is not so far-fetched that he could be your father. And then you saying, well, if I'm not her biological father, somebody in my family is, because she looks just like my mother to me.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Exactly.
In the case of Luttrell versus Leeks, when it comes to 29-year-old Erica Luttrell, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Leeks, you are not the father. I'm very sorry, Ms. Luttrell.
I just really, first of all, I want to say I really appreciate that Lee came today and he was here, because I just popped up out of the blue in his life. And our relationship, we already have a relationship as a family. We've created a relationship over 8 months. So definitely want to continue that. And hopefully we can find out together who's my father in the family.